Hello. I believe there is sound now and the stream is on. Let me just change. And you should be able to see the game. We will be playing Naval, like the title suggests. What? In 4.7 because I want to finish up a few lower ranked ships, speed them up, and let it go. So then I can move on to Kurotaka and Nagano. Is any time to waste? And it's gonna be naval, so we're gonna have to wait for 5 years until we get into a match. Bless this game mode is being treated as a joke. It's just awful. I have the entire barge, Atsuharu and Akizuki in the lineup, and that's kind of it. It's kind of all I got. And then the three naval planes because it's Japan, and why would I not bring everything? Why not? Really? Everything can be visible. Just, no, this is a very fun map. If we can move up into the Isles, it should be good. If we have to fight out there, and I hope I'm gonna be spawning in the Suzuki Suzuki Max. There's really nothing else in general to this map. Yeah, I'm spawning up. And even then, I'm not sure if I want to beat this one. Because this one suffers from range. In general, it just suffers with its range. These are entire guns. All of these guns are against aircraft, and then yeah, then you're like using it in an anti-ship role, but you shouldn't. Like this was not designed, and then Gaijin then said that why we have Bravi in the Russian tech tree, and it pretty much has anti-air missiles. So we're not even gonna give a radar to the Isuzu while it has. I'm pretty sure that the new battleships will not have radars either, or maybe they will. And I really hope they will make everything accurate once submarines drop and give Yamato because Yamato has a sonar, so it can actually look out for the submarines. Let me just. We may. Oh my god! What the hell is that? What am I looking at? Essentially torture. I'm gonna be really badly killed. I'm just gonna spam my shots at this distance until it hits. Oh, it actually did hit. But then again, it's only HE, so there's really not much to do with it. I'm just gonna work out somewhat or something. I have no idea why. Like, this is really fun. I killed 6 people with that shot. Really nice, really nice. I can bully his electronics. That's the best I can do, pretty much. This is an entire barge in like general, like this is. I'm a bit short, but that should be okay. And it's not. It really isn't. It's 7-7. Okay, there we go. Hit. Yeah, I got nothing. It's fine, we can wait on the repairs, but we can't wait really on a... We can wait on the hole, the leak. Get everything repaired. It's kind of a suicide mission if you didn't quite realize that. I'm not planning on surviving this attack because there is really no point. Since I just want some XP with this ship, but in general, I really don't like it. I really... Like this, these early interwar cruisers are kinda bad. All of them. Oh yeah, out with the electronics. That's right. There we go. But then, is it not fun to fight cruisers like that one? Is that... No, that's in Omaha class, because I'm not gonna bother with that, because there's really no point, honestly. We already have damage on this one, we're just gonna... Yep. That was to be expected. This still, Japan really suffers because there are a lot of more capable enemies with cruisers and whatnot that where you actually need some kind of penetration, but you don't get any kind of penetration at all. It's just a really bad situation. Like with the entire naval meta in War Thunder, it kind of boils down to who has the best battleships at the time, and or at like the tier, because you know, if you just want to play a bit of naval and you don't really plan on grinding much of it, then I believe Japan is a terrible nation, because the early tiers are fine, I guess, especially Mutsuki, but then it just drops off really badly. And then you get sent to like 4.3 to 5.7, or like 5.7 is the max if mid phase, but like you're 4.7, 4.3, and you're stuck with literally no penetration, and that has an effect overall, because your enemies actually have armor. They have like they are somewhat tough, that you can just HE spam them, and that's kind of how naval starts, which I believe is the hardest part to actually to start naval, is to learn how it works. And sometimes realism has issues, and with that comes the idea that in the early games you learn something entirely different compared to to what you need in the late game, because or like even in the mid game, the very early game of the of naval. Oh my god, that's just sad. I am getting bullied out of existence. Oops, and that's torpedo. That was a Shimakaze spread. I should have also spread, but oh guys, wow. There's not much in general to focus on. Yeah, and we're out of torpedo. Those. Oh no, we actually did have it. Just sending out some torps. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's gonna not. And I don't think they will, but oh, well. Let's wait for one less torpedo. Let the fishes rip, and then we're gonna. Oh wow, yeah, you see that enemy? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, mid-tier jets are undeniably compressed in BRs. Tanks are undeniably compressed in BRs in some places. But naval is just really bad, and I'm not like talking about the top tiers, because it will get a decompression. We're gonna have to be we're gonna send Amagi and Charmers up to 7.7, but then they'll be completely outclassed by the 8.7 Yamato. That sounds like fun, but then again, still the ships like this one will remain at the BRs they were already in. I will still have to suffer against the Prince Eugen without any penetration. Like, sure, against destroyers, this is quite good, but How many times am I fighting against destroyers again? See, not much. Some of them have happened, like, this exists, but this isn't the norm. This is what comes in when people don't have bigger ships. Don't really work like that. No, that's probably a bit too much. Oh yeah, that were some good hits. Yeah. So God. Like the general rule of thumb of naval is that there is no complete outclassed. There is no such thing as you're being completely outclassed. But damn, it always gets super close to that. 50 and then something like that. Yeah, that's gonna miss or not. Let's see. 6 kilometers is fairly good. That's hit. So it bombed out. It's not enough. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's just a lot of them. There's oh my fucking god. Just made it through and I can't bound tank anymore. Can try plunging fire, but yeah, see that? That's it was the first match, I suppose. Not not bad, not good. Very terrible actually. We're gonna get like 2000 XP from it with the premium account. That's kind of sad. Like the two biggest issues with naval is the compression. Like or like no, the compression isn't even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is how hard it is to get into the game. Like it's really hard to get into to learn it, and it doesn't seem appealing at first because if you don't understand what's going on, there is no no primal feeling of adrenaline going on. So that's a big issue with it, and but in general, like getting into it, and then the other one is a very simple issue to like fix because even if you kind of understand what's going on, then oh my god, I can't even finish my sentence. God damn it. Just gonna go on with it. We could actually take time fuse shells for HE, but we're not. We're just gonna leave it like this, and he was best. It's the same map again. Like the rewards are really bad. That's kind of a big problem. Is that if you think about it this way, if I want to get 8.7 with a plane, that's or like top of of World War II. That those can be considered their own like goals, like a mid tier. Like for planes and tanks, that's pretty obvious. You just grind up to tier 3 or 4, and you're done. You have the best World War II vehicles of the nation, usually, and that's it. That over. It's fine. Oh my god, that Prince Oregon. Oh my fucking god. No, that's or is that a Hipper? Might be a Hipper because it doesn't look like. Might be Hipper. Flying artillery in 12 kilometers. It feels weird. It feels terrible. Feels not fun. Also, I shouldn't run this far into the side of the match. Yeah, this sounds better. The rewards are like naval needs lots of research and the rewards are abysmal. I think one of the biggest issues is that you get your main experience not from damage but from kills. And in naval nothing secures your kills at all. So it can be like in planes to you just go and fight and dogfight really well. You can't just learn to be an incredibly good player, or at least competitive enough that you can beat most of your enemies. You can like comfortably or confidently get 1, 2, or even 3 kills every game, despite your plane. Despite your plane, that's a bit hard, but even P47 and stuff, like you know how to use it, so you get an advantage with it over the people who can't use their better planes, if that makes any sense. But in naval, there's no such thing. It should be based on damage because we have this huge naval damage counter, and it basically amounts to nothing. It's completely useless because you will still get your points based on getting kills. And you can't get them kills. Oh my god, it's coming very close. And then have my ranging really bad. Fuck. Yeah, that should be enough. Let's see. Oh, come on, let's go. Finally hit. We should be able to hit it in a more weak spot. If I just move down my aiming a bit. Again, it doesn't really need to be that low. That was short. That hits as best as good. I respect that. And he's pretty much in that range. That's gonna be enough range to actually go medieval on his ass. Wow, that's kind of ridiculous. Oh, stupid fucking cunt. Oh yeah. There we go. I still don't have anything like. SAP. I need SAP. No, I'm gonna assist. Is that enough? It's actually leaking for 6 million years and I didn't even notice. That worked out. What the hell is that even? 8 kilometers. Destroyer. Should be. Should be. 10 whole seconds. That's nice. That is actually a really good hit. And I got hit by a bigger boat. Emily Bertin. That's bad. The fact that that thing exists right here is bad enough. You know what? Fuck it. I might be able to kill either that stupid asshole. God, what was that? What view did that spawn me in? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That thing could be dive bombed, but I really want to take this aircraft movement as useful as possible, and I think I should take out that French, that FF. Just keep it that way. Although this guy is currently spawn camping us, and also it's taking the bots, you know the you know the convoy. They're taking the convoy. That's not good. You know what? We're gonna do that because we might not even get this good of an opportunity. Does this one have a... No, it doesn't have a... Oh my god. That was an Isuzu. That was a stupid idea. At least the guy survived it. Especially considering... Fuck. Considering it has a good anti-air. Imagine it's still refusing to give the... And can actually catch him. Please. Can't really overpressure it. Try something different. Training in front. Maybe if that helps. But do doubt that. Oh yeah, that was a good hit. He's very much dead. Yeah. There is at least some kind of viewership. No one's writing in the chat, that's fine. Right, that's ish. God. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, we're gonna keep shooting there. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, that I like. Actual 0 armor. Destroyer. Nothing to worry about. Yep, we got that one. Can't get that one though. Can just get a cruiser like that. It's not among the possibilities. Just like that. Oh yeah, that kinda makes things. Don't want you to live. I would like him to commit what the Asian kids do when they get a B in math. Oh god, he's out. He's out of the gulag. That's a bad thing. That's a problem. That's an issue. That's a big French issue. That's the issue. I'm gonna... That's a big issue, to say the least. Or at least that's a big problem. Go, fishes, go. Yep, we're done. It's so over. It's so over. I'm going to try and play plane, and I'm gonna play plane because who's gonna stop me from playing plane? Or oh yeah, not gonna take that. I'm gonna be back to suffering this thing. Mm. I think they're gonna be sitting for about 15 minutes more, and then it's gonna be over. Wow. How did I do that? I believe that was a torpedo. And I'm top. And I'm the top. Holy Jesus. Jesus Cristo, vi. Could scroll down, thank you. I'm just gonna pretend we didn't see anything. And we will be needing a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Turn into the wind. Gonna turn into the wind. Oh wait. That means we're gonna need to be at 60. That's a bit fast. 40. 30. 20. What a pathetic little creature. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. What's doing the hot slaughter? That's cool. You're very far from being done with this one. This I like. Now this I do like. If Gakko spaded, it's incredible. It's insane. This thing is quite literally insane and incredible. It's just somebody decided they're gonna give literally Kaga's guns into a 4.7 ship, and we're also gonna give it 76 millimeters of armor. And just to think about this thing is practically Kaga has double the armor and has 90 aircraft to boot and has the 12 points. Uh, no, it has the 12 centimeter. I believe it's no, it's 127 millimeter, right? No, that it's the 127 millimeter cannon that Kaga has on the side threads. It's insane. It's insane. This thing has the same guns, same game guns. So this at 4.7 is insane. You get some of the best firepower at the BR at the cost of literally nothing. And this ship is basically what saves 4.7 for Japan. Because these guys are not good because of what I just showed you in the earlier games. You get you get mashed into cruisers and you're gonna suffer. really bad suffering is what it is what's gonna happen in really short times, and that's a big issue. So then you get Kako, and then suddenly nothing is an enemy. That there is nothing anymore that you generally treat as death, except for the Prince Eugen, because of course it has to, like, this is like 300, like a few hundred extra crew on the Prince Eugen compared to the Hitler, and that's enough. That's enough for it to just basically eat all the damage ever. If it gets a down tier, it always gets a down tier, and you really don't have anything to do, and that's Naval's other problem. You're kind of reliant on your team sometimes because you get into an up tier, then you're basically supposed to be supposed to be the escort for the bigger ships. And if the bigger ships are preying on the smaller ships, then that's an issue for you because then the enemy team's bigger ships are gonna be preying on you, and no one's gonna stop them from that. That might happen in the exact opposite way. That you actually get completely rescued by the big ships, and you're not even gonna see that. But that happens, and it's not fun when you're supposed to be the escort and you can't really do anything. Except when you can actually, like, it works out and it's fine, but when it doesn't, and you just get completely obliterated by battleships, it's weird. It's fun. It's not fun anymore. It kind of ruins the experience. But sure enough, Japan has heavy cruisers that are on the same tier as some early battleships. And I think the US has even bigger, even heavier. Like, of course, Alaska at 7.0, and they have, where the hell is that? Yeah, Roanoke and Pittsburgh. There's something else. Like, of course, 6.3 Des Moines, 6.0 Brooklyn. You've got a lot of, like, these guys got tiered down because, like, they got buffed because they were so weak against battleships, and then now they are just kind of really strong against everything. I don't think they are too strong, not too, so I think that works. And the biggest problem in the next update is that the UK is gonna be nerfed into hell, basically. Because now we have Hood, Warspite, Repulse, Rodney, and the funny cigarette brand. And these guys are pretty powerful anyways. And then they're gonna just throw in the Bismarck, the Soyuz, Iowa, Yamato, Roma, and Richelieu. And then suddenly what you find is that, yeah, and they also give a good new ship to Great Britain. The second coming of HMS Hood, the Vanguard, and I really like that. But the Vanguard is gonna be fighting against the Yamato. Am I the only one who sees an issue with that? At least the Hood won't, I suppose. I don't look at the dev server really. I don't want the entire, like, I want to be surprised and have some fun when the update actually hits the live servers, and then not like, I want to play these stuff, but best I can do is watch a video about it, but I already know everything, and then the game, like, the I don't even have any fun when it comes into the game. It's not. I'd rather wait patiently, and then enjoy the update when it comes out. We can talk about last update too, because I believe Hornet Sting was a big Hornet stink, because we got the Hornet, a very anticipated plane that has to be like appreciated. We finally got the F-18. It's really time for the F-18 to be in the game, but the entire update in general was shit, because we barely got any vehicles, and the ones we got were mainly premium packs, because Gaijin wants to make money, and people don't want to play with anything else but top tier for some reason. So these things are what are good, and nothing else is. Approximately, I have no idea what the hell was this entire update season. The last 2 or 3 updates were basically, hey, we gave you some really cool new jets and some premium packs, and I guess we'll see you in the next update. And there was nothing noteworthy in the tech trees. We have Thailand sub 3 on Japan, which basically entails no new planes into the game. Wow. It's just that I think what Gaijin has said, that their vision is that you shouldn't grind every single tech tree. The casual player shouldn't grind every single tech tree. They should just grind one, and then I can see why these types of sub trees are a good idea. So that if someone chose Japan and they grind it through Japan, then they shouldn't have to start another nation to get access to another plane. They should have a fair amount of planes already, which is why like they are planning giving the Su-30 to Britain too, the UK too, because as an Indian variant, because the UK kind of falls short in what it has. Basically, the UK can be described as having no actual fighter in top tier, except for the Typhoon. That's their only plane, and if you consider that the the US has F-16, F-15, F-14, F-18, and you can consider even the F-15E as a separate one, because the twin seat, heavier, big thrust, funny kind of guy. And you even get the AV-8B Plus, which can be considered more of a fighter than the British one. So you get that you can that's a pass too. That passes a fighter too. So that you get a lot of planes to choose from. Even Germany has 2 planes by itself, being the MiG-29 and the Eurofighter Typhoon. And I mean, you have the F4F Ice, but that's kind of a bit gimmick to be considered as a mainline. And you have the Soviet Union. Do I have to say anything? You got the Su-30, Su-27, Su-34, MiG-29, Su-30. Sorry, I sometimes misspell them. They are not Su-34, it's Su-34. You get a Su-34, Su-30. You have quite like you have these 2 families, but there's enough of them that they make up. And then you have Britain. You have the Gripen and the Typhoon, and that's it. But then the Typhoon, like, and that's just one row. If you're really just a British main and you want the top there and just grind this line, I like Tornado. That's I like the Tornadoes really a lot, especially this one, because at 12.0 this thing is a beast. You get a Sea Harrier FA2, which isn't even a real fighter, and like If you want to use this thing as a fighter, that's gonna cost you so much that it's not even funny. You can only take either 4 AIM-9Ms, which is fine, but this thing is at a high BR. You should really take MRAMs, but the MRAMs are so big you can only take 2, or if you take 4 you can't have guns, and who the hell wants to not have guns? We have learned learned about that problem 5 million years ago, so why are we talking about that? So I can see why Gaijin is like trying to give more kind of top tier stuff to nations because they lack content in general. But then I can also sense that every single tech tree just becomes the same collection with different camouflages at the end, which is sad. So just looking through the tech trees, that's kind of what's happening. Except for, like even for France, they need to get the Benelux tech tree because they know they can have F-16s. Not only the Rafale and the Mirage 4000, because the Mirage 4000 is awesome. Where's the funny one? Yeah, there it is. Like you get Mirages, Rafale, and F-16. You need to get an F-16. And then Sweden suffers, but oh no, there's a fix to that issue. Here's an F-18 from the Finns. Perkele, jumalauta. Like you need like this was needed because honestly, Sweden just suffers as a whole in the sense that this is the worst nation in the game because it just has so like it's annoying to fight. It's like really annoying. It has weird vehicles. It is weirdly balanced out, and then you get only one aircraft. You get a grand total of one top tier aircraft, which is being the Gripen, and then I mean, what did you expect? We're talking about Sweden. So, in general, I don't know how we get here. Yeah, the updates they suck. There is no new content, and there is not much vehicles to enjoy for a casual viewer, or casual player, or like the one like yeah, and they're giving us F2. I don't think we're gonna go on another match. I'm gonna finish up with these with my tangent, and then the stream is gonna end. Basically, we're only getting premiums or top tier vehicles, and for someone who just casual plays the game and or just likes props like me in general, then they get no content, and even if they do, it's usually logged behind some kind of oh hey, here's a battle pass, go grind the battle pass, and then you get a prop plane for which you can also get by like this is oh hey look, this is a This is a B7A2 with a different engine. Here's a B7A2 with a different engine. What's the difference between the two planes? Well, it has a cool camouflage, but in general, not much. This one has a better flight performance. It's not like it's gonna matter, but oh hey, actually, it does because it can actually play air realistic battles and play as a fighter. This is a very huge need indeed for the base 782 to be able to be played as a fighter. That did make sense. That wow, then it's annoying. You get like the updates now to me. I have a lot of like high tier vehicles, even in tanks. Like not top tier because I don't play that much tanks. But come on, man. Honestly, like honestly, we get so low amount, like not much content throughout all the vehicles. We don't get much content, and like, do you have every single tech tree maxed? Then you'll get a lot of content every single update. Do you have every single thing maxed, but you don't want to spend any money? You have much less options in this update. Are you playing low tier for any reason? Well, you got two new vehicles, which you have been waiting for six, for the last three, like 3 months. Have fun with that. The and like I get it, you can't really do too much vehicles in one update, but come on. You know it's bad when one of the most anticipated vehicles of Hornet Sting was the Harry Hopkins and the German French car Peugeot with a with a big gun. That was the two most anticipated vehicles, like the most, and the Hornet because the Hornet was a namesake update, but really, like this is like a lot of people were like, oh yeah, but I can't get a Hornet anyway. But these things, yeah, even if I never played the UK before, and I really like the Harry Hopkins, I can just get it in like a day. It's not hard to get these things, but oh well, oh well. We get no vehicles in updates. That's just kind of what it boils down to in the end. Is that we don't get anything. So this update does look good because we're actually getting some major and notable tech tree additions, being the battleships. We also get the F2 for the Japanese, which is important. And we also get the multi-vehicle anti-air systems that kind of try to balance out the top tier anti-air, but sometimes later I will talk about why top tier anti-air will never be balanced in general, but not now. But yeah, at least they're trying to help, and like yeah, in one update top tier is a no-fly zone, and then the other update is just the Su-34 basically taking every single tank and removing them one by one. It's That's the entire fun part of balancing gas in top tier. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but I believe this update might be actually good because we barely get any packs, and the only packs we get are the like packs we like. The problem with naval is that naval is so, it's like everything is a good thing. Like you are giving us two premium packs for naval. It's high tier. People will buy themselves. Like, okay, just do it. We don't care. As long as it drives sales, as long as it gets people to play naval, as long as it sends a message to the gaijin that yeah, there's a point in developing naval and actually working on it. Then it's good. Then just do it. Just give us the crap, the premium shit. We're all gonna appreciate it because naval is so underrated, so forgotten, and so joked about that. Yeah, it just needs attention, any kind of attention, even if it's that kind of attention, premiums. That was kind of the tangent I went in. We only played 2 matches, and then I went for like half a year of talking. But I really just wanted to pick up this stream for no other reason, but because I wanted to talk about stuff, and I wanted to play a little, and I wanted to push something out on the channel. Nothing crazy, really. Uh, I want to start streaming more uh, now because like the end of the school year season is over and I have a few weeks before I start working again, like in big time. So I have some time to actually put out some content and some streams, not much, but just a little. And then after I can have my a little bit more breaks after work. So then before the school year starts, there I have enough time to worry about stuff. And do something with the channel. Also, it has been Hungarian Navy Day in June 4th, so I'm really glad about that. Well, if you watched the stream or you just decided to look it up or found it as a VOD later, it's all fine. Thank you for being here and watching and listening to my rambling about stupid gaijin, stupid decisions of gaijin and all that. I'm gonna set up the stream right now and see you next time.